Tēnā tātou katoa nā mihi nui, ka mihi, Helen Craddock, ka nui te mihi ki a manawa o te rā. And that means, hello everyone and welcome. A big mihi, kia ora Helen.
Kia ora. Ngā mihi for having me. It's so great to be here.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us. And that means both you, Helen, because you're going to be speaking to us about some cool stuff in this video. And also thank you to everyone who joins us for the sacred transmission. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Carmel Riley. I'm the founder of Manifestors Unite and Starseeds of Aotearoa. I'm taking back the South Skies. That's my mission here. And in this video, I am delighted to have my sister, Helen, share her profound wisdom about divine fractals and body energetics because she's a healer. She works with our great mother, Papatūānuku, with the ley lines of light that spiral out to the galaxy. And she's here to help us come into our body, come into our voices, and to flow with that to work with the land and its people.
Yeah, and its people, don't forget them.
So, Helen, is there anything I've left out about what we will cover in this?
No, that's pretty good, you know. I love also the galactic connection. I'm connected to, that part of life as well, and bringing that energy down into the earth plane and grounding it in here. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to cover that as well in a little snippet. But just to connect us on the whenua, so Helen is joining us from her farm. She's been out, hard out with the animals, probably this one, I don't know. I didn't ask you that, but she's got a sheep and beef farm in Ngāti Kahanunu land in Dannevirke. And I'm joining with Tamanui Tara, who's been beaming in through the window from the beach, which is Rapa Nui Sumner in Ōtautahi, Christchurch. So we're connecting out the north and the south, the east and the east.
Yeah.
Just we're going to fire a ley line. So Helen, tell us just a little bit about how you came into working with the land and the body energetics and spiraling the fractals or the light waves of Te Kore. Tell us a little bit about how you came into this work, because you could just be a farmer, right?
I could be. Yeah, I could be. I've actually had a lot of hats in my life. So I think it was a progression, really. So I did work in the hospital for a while as a assistant in the maxillofacial unit. So I was always sort of attached to health and well-being, but I knew that there was a better way than the synthetics that I was shown, or I worked with in the hospital, and I really loved the idea of body technology. And I guess when I started having my spiritual awakening, I sort of started getting more into that by watching people like, Joe Dispenza and Greg Braden and that sort of ilk, and then putting it into practice myself. And then, yeah, I became a galactic grandmother of Mu, and that really sort of cemented all that in for me. And I've had quite interesting experiences with my own body technology through being a grandmother, if you like. So yeah, it's been a wonderful journey, and yeah, the body is an amazing technology that is so underrated. So yeah.
That brings up lots of questions for me, but one of the observations I have, which again, I think we're particularly uncovering as wahine and Aotearoa, is that if we go up to our main galactic point, the entrance through Te Kore or the galactic center, and then out to all the other galaxies, universes, multiverses, everything is joined at the womb and they're all grandmothers. So that grandmother
Absolutely.
energy that you talk about is not just on Earth, it's
No.
actually out there in, like the divine structure of all the multiverses. His grandmother energy, yes. I wish
Yay!
I had some muckle now. Do you have
Yeah,
muckle?
I do. And in fact, I'm about to have another one in November. So, yeah, exciting. It's so great to be a grandmother. It's just next level. I love it. So, so great.
And
Yeah.
so bringing that grandmother energy, and great that you are one,
Yeah.
not just a grandmother moo, but one down.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have, how many grandchildren or muku do you have?
I have three
Three,
and
and
one
about
on the way.
three
Yeah.
and a half. I love that.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
so how do you, was it just the awakening that brought this knowledge to you, or how have you started to, and how are you working with it to help other, and I'm assuming it's women that you work with,
Um,
no?
yeah, I think that I always had this inside me, but yeah, the awakening and the events of, the last 5 years sort of really switched that on for me. I always knew that I had a calling, but I was searching, I guess, until, I suppose, like everybody else, when the dreaded C happened, that, things really sort of opened up for me then. And yeah, my search took me down this path. Yeah, I try to help everybody, not just wahine.
Yeah.
And I really love working with children as well. Yeah. I think, they're the next generation, and if we can educate them into the consciousness of their bodies and, how to express themselves in the world, then yeah, we're going to build that beautiful new earth, that generation that's going to, take care, be kaitiaki.
So tell me a little bit about, let's just first work with the personal energy of the body. Tell us a little bit about how you help others to understand the power, the uh, divinity, the wairua, the everything that is in the body. You have better words for it than me.
I really like to be a living example
Mm,
and sort of walk my talk. So I share through my own experience, as well as obviously my training as a naturopath and, life experience, being a mum, grandmum, things like that. But mainly I like to show people from my own experience because, it's so empowering when they are able to do it for themselves. And when they see somebody who's done what they want to do, it really gives them that permission and allows them to open up to that energy and that frequency. Yeah.
So if someone was starting out and just going, yeah, wanting to know more about the potential of the body and their own healing powers, because, we all know that everyone else is the healer. We're just the activator of the healing that is within
Yeah.
the other, as the wise
Yeah.
grandmother's here.
Yeah.
How do you help people? How would you help someone actually uncover that knowing, that awareness themselves?
Usually it just starts by listening to them and giving them the space that they need to find that out for themselves. And I always really encourage them to go inside, because everything that you need is held within your body and your frequency. And so it's just about being still and listening, to your own wisdom and trusting that wisdom because, people don't trust that. But when you have an experience that, that opens that up, that allows that trust to open up and then more can come in. So yeah, just really giving them the space and the courage, I guess, to really listen to their own wisdom and their own, we've all got a different, perspective on life, and we all hold wisdom, especially our own wisdom.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah. And we all download wisdom as
yeah.
well. And so the do you find that when people start to understand the power that is within them, that, I mean, are there practices that help other than just the active listening to the wisdom? Are there practices that can help for, because, yeah, we're busy, right? We run around.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
how many sheep and cows do you have?
I don't actually have any on my
Okay.
land here.
Yeah.
But I'm
But you can
surrounded by great big stations, so lots around me. Yeah. Um, the voice is a really, really good activator. And sound obviously was the first thing that was, manifested. God spoke and the world was created. So sound and vibration is really important, and you are tuned to a very specific frequency, which will align you with what's meant to be for you, and you can tune into that. So voice is a really good way of doing it. Breath work
Mm.
is a really good way of doing it. I really encourage them to look at their shadow and their trauma, even though that's, sometimes pretty difficult. That helps to unlock everything else once they've done that. And movement, like really getting into your body and feeling your body. We don't feel our bodies. We're always up here in our heads. So sort of joining that mind body, and yeah, and then feeling it, feel it. Yeah, I'm a big touchy feely sort of person. So yeah, I love that whole feeling thing. And it's very intuitive, it's very feminine, and we've lost that, you know. Yeah, and then just opening their own portals in their body, like the womb, for instance, which is, what we were talking about before, is a huge portal for women. That's been hijacked, if you like. And yeah, so yeah,
So
for want of a better word, yeah. So yeah, reclaiming that part of a woman is super important. But then, there's other portals in you,
yeah.
so learning to open those portals up and listen to divine wisdom coming down, yeah, so
I've obviously
important.
got some blockage in my throat portal because it's like just coughed as you said that. Um,
Yeah.
how do you talk about, so two things I want to go a little bit further with you. One is your voice and using the tones, and the second thing is vocal expression, and the others I want to get into the land. So just let's start with in the personal body. Can you just talk a little bit about how you work with, or how you might help others to bring forth a karanga, their call, their voice?
Like just getting to hear their own voice and feel their own frequency. Humming is a really, really good way to start doing that. Everybody knows how to hum, and it's actually connected to the frequency of Papatūānuku anyway, right? The hum, the B frequencies, So yeah, just start playing with that humming. And everybody likes, it makes you feel good when your music. Yeah. Vowels. The vowel sounds are awesome to open you up to that too. Just like opening your mouth up and letting whatever come out. People are really scared of their voice, probably because they've been shut down, but it's time to reclaim that as well. Your voice is so powerful, and you can really empower yourself with your voice, with, like I said, just with humming. Just
Mm,
hum
mm.
and see where that takes you.
I feel really
It
guilty now because I used to tell my second child, I used to hum all the time. I'd be like, shut up.
yeah.
It
Oh
was
no.
annoying. It was so
Yeah.
annoying with the subbing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, I've
Yeah,
done
I know, but
some
when,
chakras.
you're a busy mum, you just, yeah, now.
And tell me something about a transformation of someone where they found their voice that you've been working with and they were surprised. Have you got a story that everybody loves a good story?
Oh. Okay, put me on the spot here. I don't know that I have a good story. I
Even
can,
yourself,
I
something
was going to
happened.
say, even
Okay.
for myself, like when I found my voice and started projecting it out into the world, like at first I was terrified, like you get all these human emotions about judgment and all the rest of it. But the more I did it, and the more I put it out there, the less I cared about all that other stuff because it just made me feel really good,
Mm.
And, look, when I was working in the hospital, I used to sing all the time. I used to walk around the department singing at the top of my voice, and, so it's always probably come quite naturally to me. And I have got a reasonably good voice. So, God gave you these gifts, let's use
Okay.
them.
I like
Right?
it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so to bringing that onto the land, do you use your voice to heal the land? You talked about being a healer of land and people and using the tools of the earth. Can you talk just a little bit about that, about whether it's just the voice or I don't, how do you express this gift that you have to connect with our great mother Papatūānuku? And
Okay, so sorry.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
I absolutely sing to the land. In fact, I have just come back from a beautiful journey where I went to Uluru and I sang to the Rainbow Serpent pool over there. And then when I came back home, I connected with Roto Pounamu here and sang to the water again. And it
Roto
was really,
Pounamu is like, where is that? Lake Tarawera?
that's
Oh,
just out of Turangi.
Turangi. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
it's not Tauponui, it's close to that. It's Roto Pounamu. It's
yeah,
pretty.
it's the spinner chakra to the solar plexus. So it's connected to Uluru, which is why, we did
In both
both
cases.
what both bodies of water. And it really reacted, like the water started reacting to me when I was singing to it, And I believe it's because it remembered my voice from, But yeah, I believe that's part of my soul's journey is to sing into the lines again so that they remember.
Mm.
Yeah. So that, raising that vibration of mama because she loves it,
Yeah,
you
she
know?
loves a bit of love instead of
Yeah.
the other shit that we give her. She definitely loves a bit of love. I agree.
Oh, yeah. She loves love. And, she's being raped left, right, and center, So we need to come back and yeah, show her that we do love her. And yeah, we do
Mm.
want her to, grow and someone said to me expand wasn't a good word because as something expands, it thins out. So amplify. So we want mama to amplify her beautiful consciousness, So what better way than to sing to her, right? We sing to our children when they're young to soothe them. So why not sing to mama? Why not sing to the birds and the animals and yeah, and each other, And that's also a way of community, bringing in community, singing together and making music together. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. And for the rest of this year, what are you working on, Helen?
I'm working on manifesting a new space. So in my capacity as a naturopath, not only do I work just with the normal tools of a naturopath, as in the herbs and the supplements and all that sort of thing, but I work with vibration and sound, and I use a application called Cymatones, which is 5 resonant frequencies coming through, sort of based on Hans Jenny's cymatic work and Raymond Rife,
Mhm.
and the by sort of a little bit like that sort of thing. I work with color. I really love to bring in that as well,
So this
and
is
the
the fractal, the divine fractal of sound, of frequency, of color, of sight, of feeling, of touch, all of the sensory. It's
yeah,
quite,
and water
water.
as well. Yeah, because we are living standing water,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So anything that you put into that will resonate into the cells. So yeah, that's my thinking behind it, is resonating us back to our harmony, right? Because we are of sound body and mind, right? So we our organs, our hormones, we're a song, right? And when we get out of tune, then when we're playing awful music, it's like the person with the triangle that comes in at the wrong time in the band. So yeah, just tuning that harmonic back into what it's supposed to be, and so that they can sing their song as part of this beautiful harmonic that we are, right? We get the harmonics from the planets as well, right? Not just Earth, but every planet. Well, in my um, world, they have,
And stars,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Stargate, and
Yeah, yeah,
constellation.
yeah. They all have, their own
I
frequencies
know.
that they bring to us as well at certain times of the year. So yeah, I'm all about, yeah, bringing the song back to life, I think.
Nice. I love that. The song back to life. So in terms of the space, are you talking about a workspace, or is this a collab? Is there anything that like
Um,
is
yeah,
this just a
it's
healing working space for you, or are you
I have a grand vision of a healing space. We're actually in a space where we're trying to transit. My husband actually works sort of an hour and a half away, so he's becoming very disillusioned with traveling. So we're trying to move into a space, and I have a grand plan for when I move into that space, just to bring that healing and community. I'm really, really focused on bringing community together with sound as well. So drumming circles, toning, dancing, all that, bringing that into one space with the healing. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So how can people reach out or connect with you if they're really interested in potentially in the North Island, or, joining for this collaboration of community around sound and
Uh,
breath and all forms of, there's so much to it. It's like a kaleidoscope of harmony.
yeah, yeah.
How can they best contact you, Helen?
I am primarily on Facebook.
Hmm.
So I've got a business page on Facebook, Healthy Remedies.
Cool.
Um, or my personal Facebook, just DM me. I think my phone number's even on my business page, so they can ring me. However, being in remote rural areas, sometimes communication can be fraught with problems.
So
Yeah.
then telepathy is required, but we will have Helen's links if you're tuning in. We'll have Helen's links in the description below so you can reach out to her. And I know this is really going to put you on the spot, Helen. I opened, but I forgot to tell you, they always let the guest close with the parting. So, but the parting word, like, you got to end.
Oh, okay.
Do anything you
Really.
like, and you can take as much time as you like, and you can do a transmission. And now I'm going to shut up. And I just want to thank you for joining us today, and everyone who came in to listen to this. And
Oh.
I'm looking forward to this little ending. See you
Oh, no, me. Yeah, thank you for putting me on the spot. Yeah. Look, just really believe in yourself. You are an amazing creation of source energy, experiencing itself in a human body. And so you have this divine wisdom that you can tap into, and you just need to allow that to filter in, and then open your voice and yes, sing your song. And don't be afraid because everybody has a part of it's like an orchestra. Everybody has their part to play, and you're all valuable and you're all here for a reason. And yeah, you are just such an amazing, amazing technology. And yeah, really, don't be fooled into thinking that you're not. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much potential in the human that we haven't even tapped into. And yeah, we create our reality, right? So, whatever you think is whatever you will receive. So think how great you are, think how divine you are, think how amazing your gifts are, and share them with the world because
Love
the
that.
world needs you.
Love that. You know you're going to have to sing to close.
All right. I will sing. All right. I
You
will
are.
sing. I'll sing our beautiful Aotearoa's Peri, our kaitiaki for our Moo magicians. I'll sing her song, which is the
Mm.
REO song of peace, love, joy, and truth. Okay. Um, Aio ki te aorangi. Aio ki te aorangi. Aroha ki te aorangi. Aroha ki te aorangi. Kwa, ki te aorangi. Kwa, ki te aorangi. Pono, ki te aorangi. Pono, ki te aorangi. Ai,
Ah, te mihi nui, kia koutou, aroha mai ki te manawa. See you next time, everyone.
Aronga nui.